Okay, welcome back to the Mix Show, everyone. Our phone number is 941-745-1490. Toll free, 888-761-1490. You can also watch us live on Ustream.tv. Your keyword search there to find the show is The Mix Show Cam. And you get to see us live in the studio, and you're more than welcome to give us a ring. We'd love to hear from you. But before we hear from you, we need to hear from our next guest. Our next guest is none other than Kitten, or I should say Francesca Kitten Natividad, as she's known. Kitten Natividad achieved worldwide fame when she started to appear in Russ Meyer's films, most notably Up and Beneath the Valley of the Ultra-Vixens. I just saw Up again the other night, and it's just, I love it. It's a great movie. Great. Russ Meyer's. We'll get into that. Anyways, Kitten Natividad is on the phone, and we thank you for calling in. Ms. Natividad, are you there?
Yes.
Hello.
And most of all, thank you for asking me.
Oh.
It's a pleasure.
No, it's our pleasure. We've been big fans of yours for many, many years, and we crossed paths on the internet, and I just thought, well, there she is. She's there, and I'm going to reach out to her and ask her if she wants to be on the show. And here you are, and we're delighted to have you on.
Thank you. Thank you. What town are you in?
We are in the hick town of Bradenton, Florida.
Okay. Oh, my God, I love Florida.
Well, Florida's great, but, you know, we're saddled between two good neighborhoods, really. There's Sarasota and there's St. Petersburg. We're kind of stuck in the middle there. So how have you been?
I have been very busy. I started doing conventions again. So the next one is in St. Louis. It's called the Contamination. And the person that asked me to be there was Seika, the one and only Seika.
Oh, my God, Seika, yes.
Yes, yes. And I'm going to Las Vegas to do the Burlesque Hall of Fame where I'll strip again, get up and tease and, you know, jiggle, wiggle, and all that stuff. So I keep busy, and I have apartment buildings here in L.A., so I like to be on top of it all myself because I don't like anybody handling my money. It's mine. I earned it. I don't need somebody to look after it.
There you go. There you go. Well, yeah, you've always had this streak of independence going way back even to the 70s. You know, you were...
Modern Millie, baby. Modern Millie.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think if you looked in the dictionary under the word free spirit, there would be a picture of Kitten, you know,
Exactly.
right next to the definition. Exactly. So
I don't know why I came out like that. I came from a very, very religious Catholic upbringing. You know, I went to school with nuns that just because I would talk, they or chew gum, I was in the corner. I was, you know, it was just awful.
Well, hey, I had a Catholic upbringing as well, but I missed my calling as far as being a porn star. You know, I just, you know.
So when I was 18, I said, I'm doing whatever I want, and as much as I want, and everything I want.
And you did. So there you go. So
yes, exactly.
let's talk about. All right. Well, first of all, there was some. I when we read stuff on the internet, we don't know what's true and what's made up. When you were before you started getting into your film career, were you providing maid service to actors or actresses like Stella Stevens?
Oh, I did that during my holidays from El Paso, Texas. I came over, and Stella was looking for a babysitter/housekeeper. And I was 16 years old, and I went to do it because my uncle worked for her boyfriend who owned a nightclub. I don't even remember the name, but it was out in Santa Monica, and it was a great big club, and he owned it, and he was a janitor, and Stella became kind of friendly with him, and she says, do you know anybody that we could trust to kind of clean my house and all that while I go on tour? And, of course, I was too young to take care of Andy, but I did the best I could. I worked for her for like 2 summers. Hello?
No, go ahead. We're still here. Yeah,
in 2 summers, and so that's where I got the bug that I want to be a movie star, and I want to be just like her with big boobs and gorgeous and sexy and all that stuff.
Well, all right.
She was very nice. She taught me how to cook. She was a great cook.
Well, so, okay.
Or is a great cook. I don't know. I think she is.
What kind of cooking do you like to do?
Well, she taught me chili con carne and basic stuff that turned out good, beef stew. She was a good eater, and all kinds of wonderful salads. And, well, I do it all, Italian, Mexican, whatever. So, yeah, I've gotten to a lot of men through their stomachs.
Really?
That's not a big secret.
Yeah.
You get to us that way.
Okay, well, I just saw Up the other night. I think that's the first film you appeared in. Hello?
Uh-oh. Sorry about that.
Sorry. I don't know what happened there.
I don't know, but are you pushing buttons?
No, you're pushing our buttons. That's what you're doing. But no,
I only push eyeballs with my big boobs.
Yeah, you're talking about getting to the men through their stomachs, and I was saying I watched Up the other night, and I wasn't hungry. Let's for food. Let's just say
hungry, baby. Ooh, baby, you were.
All right, what?
You know what? That was my first film, and I was very married, and I did such a good job for him that he asked me to do another a little role. He never expected me to be his star because I had a heavy Mexican accent, and that's why he dubbed me in Up. And then he helped me with Bob Easton get rid of my Spanish accent by going through a excuse me.
Oh, easy.
Accent.
Spanish?
Spanish, yeah.
Kicker was the other word. And
yes.
It came back
once I
just
got
like
rid of
that.
it, my fans, they were horrified. They said, "What happened to that cute Latino voice you had?" And I said, "I don't know. I can't even get it if I tried."
No, we can hear it now. I mean, you're getting it back. You've got your.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Definitely.
Anyway, so he asked me to do Lola, and then I did so good, and he didn't have a star that he asked Roger Ebert, we have to rewrite the whole thing and keep whatever I did in, and so that's how I had the dual thing in Beneath the Valley of the Ultra-Vixens.
Oh, that's another one. I'm trying to get my copy of that.
So
Is that the one you
me
posted
to
a
all
clip
these characters that I had to play, and he fell in love with me. No, I think he fell in lust. Then we fell in love because it must have been love because we were together on and off for 10 years.
Well, but when you first met him, you were married to someone else.
Yes, I was,
Okay.
and I left him for Russ.
Uh-oh.
And then Russ was way too controlling, so I never did marry him.
Oh, that was my next question because he had been married a couple of times prior to that, so I was just wondering, you were the one that lived with him, you had a relationship with him for so long, and but never married.
Maybe because we never got married. You know what I mean? I didn't feel suffocated. I just said, the hell with this, and then I'd leave. Yeah.
Right. Well, listen, we have a caller on the line who would like to call in and speak to Kitten Natividad. So, caller, go ahead.
Oh.
Hello, caller.
Oh, we're going to get the
I don't believe it. They call in to speak to you, and then they get a bad connection.
I was afraid Kitten was going to get rickrolled right
Yeah,
now.
I don't know. So, anyways, all right. They are trying to call in to speak to you, I can assure you.
Well, even if they don't, I'm speaking to you. It's fine.
That's all that matters.
We don't need them.
So you were with Russ for about 10 years.
Yes, on and off. And then he had Alzheimer's, and I took care of him. And he was a very, very good person. You know what I liked about Russ the most is, like, if I was sick and I just didn't feel good, he would be so loving and caring and try to be my little nurse. It was adorable. and mostly the other times, when we fought, I always thought he was an a-hole. But then I would remember what a great guy he is when I really needed him when I was sick.
So he was there for you in a pinch. So when you needed him, he was there.
Yes, chicken soup and everything.
Oh, that's good. Russ Myers. It was he. I admire him for a number of reasons because he really and truly was successful outside of the studio system.
That's right. He hated them. He hated a kiss ass.
Yeah. He was very independent. I
love the guy already.
Yeah, he did make a film, a drama. I'm drawing a blank now, but he did direct.
8 minutes.
Yes, that's what it was. Yes. And, he made that for the studios and just walked away and said, "This is ridiculous, never again." So they just wouldn't let him do it the way he wanted to. Yeah, and he was always self-financing. He was financing his own pictures, and he could make a film for maybe $200,000, and it would go out and gross $5 million.
That's a pretty healthy return.
That's right. That was enough money to take care of me. That's right.
Just enough.
So, he was very successful in that vein, and even when he stopped... He was very generous to everybody that he loved, his friends, his army buddies, people he cared for. And he left a lot of money to the Cancer Society. He was a good guy. Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard he left a lot of his fortune to the. Yeah, he left everything. He gave me a little bit, but he left a lot of the money to the Cancer Society because most of his friends died of lung cancer from smoking. Right. And early on in his Army career, he was an Army photographer and cameraman. And you can see some of Russ Meyer's World War II footage in the movie Patton. If you watch Patton, they insert some of the footage that he actually shot while he was in the service. Isn't it wonderful? It was beautiful. Yeah. Oh, my God, I'm so proud of him. I just get really, so happy when I see some of his war things that he did. They appear every so often someplace, you know. And he also started doing photography for some of the earlier issues of Playboy for Hugh Hefner as well. Yes, yes.
Did a lot of things.
And he was good friends with Hugh Hefner also. Mm-hmm.
What does it say on his tombstone?
What does it say?
Yeah, doesn't it say Russ Meyer, King of the? Is it King of the Nudies?
Oh, I don't know. I have it on my website, and I threw a blank right now. But it's pretty good. He did it his way or something. I don't remember. Yeah, but it's very cute. It is. Yeah, there's a little bit of tongue-in-cheek there. No pun intended. And then for his wife, Eve Meyer, he put 3 times a lady. All right, I believe we have another caller on the phone to speak to Kitten Natividad. And caller, go ahead.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿y tú? ¿Qué tal?
Muy bien. Me llamo Vanity, and tengo familia en México, and quería ver de dónde eres.
Yo nací en Juárez, Chihuahua, pero me crié en El Paso, Texas.
Ah, qué bueno.
I think they're talking about their dogs.
Muy bonita. Me gustan tus fotos, son muy guapas.
Thank you. Muchas gracias, eh?
I was just thinking, we have so much in common.
Men, right?
I'm Mexican, you're Mexican.
We have common men. No, I'm just kidding.
We both love money, we both love Russ Myers, and we both have big titties.
Oh, hey, easy. Breasts.
More Spanish.
You don't use the T word, please.
Oh, I'm sorry, we both use words that we can't use on the radio.
Oh, my God.
Is she a dancer?
Ladies. Go ahead, talk to each other.
I'm so sorry.
Go ahead, talk to each other.
What did she do? What did we say?
breasts.
Hooters.
Boobies.
Yeah.
You can say boobs.
There's all kinds of things you can say.
Yeah, any for some.
Not breast.
Chesticles.
Yeah, the FCC does not like the T word. So go ahead, ladies.
Oh, I didn't
Okay,
say
so-
that.
So
I
anyway, I just wanted to let you know I think you are absolutely amazing, and I love your pictures, and just thank you for being an inspiration.
Thank you, and have a big dream. Dream,
Always.
dream big. Everything big.
Kitten, I want to tell you that the woman you're speaking to, Vanity Styles, is in the process of making her own movie as we speak, and she was.
My goodness, that's great. See, she's fabulous. She's a modern girl, wonderful. She's independent and she's doing it on her own. That's great.
Exactly, exactly. And she was heavily influenced by you in your movies, and also by another Russ Myers actress, Tura Sultana.
That's right. Tura, she looks like she's a mean person, but she was a marshmallow. Very kind, very generous, and just great. I love her.
So Vanity found out that you were going to be on the program, and she definitely wanted to call in and say
I
hello.
wish Vanity a lot of luck, and I feel that she's gonna make it. She's gonna make it big. I
think so,
won't
too.
forget her name.
He already has.
Well, if you have any tips for her in regards to the making of her film, with your experience, if there's anything that you would like to offer.
Well, first of all, is it like what kind of film is it?
It's
Triple X or the
no.
DNA?
No, it's a period piece. It's the time frame is the early 70s, and she is in the midst of the Cultural Revolution with the women's lib movement, where she's harassed by men.
This is fabulous! Oh my goodness, we haven't had a film like that. I'm looking forward to something like that. Yes.
Oh yeah, I get to rob a bank and everything.
This is fabulous. Gee, Vanity, this is wonderful. This is more than I even imagined.
Well, when she pitched the idea to me, I'm going to play the role of a DJ who basically turns her into a folk hero when she's on the run from the law. And I told her, I said, "My God, this is right out of Russ Myers, realm of thinking." I said, "This is right up, this is Kitten, this is Tura, this is a Russ Myers movie, so to speak."
Well, has she seen the Russ Meyer films?
Yeah, Sick Nick was nice, and I've seen some of them. I've seen like Faster Kill Pussycat, and
so then
I
you
saw
love all
yours.
that. Yes, good,
And I just love them, and I wish I could hop into a time capsule and go back there and relive it with you guys. You guys look like you have so much fun, you know?
Yes, we did, and you'll have a lot of fun with yours too. I think that's part of the whole thing is to enjoy it. Russ enjoyed making films. That's why he kept making one film after another. He got very depressed when he wasn't working.
That's how a lot of those filmmakers are. Yeah.
They've got to. They constantly have to be
their outlet.
active. Yeah, the creative outlet.
Yes. They want to be on that high all the time.
Well, I'll tell you.
Yeah, that's me. I'm an adrenaline junkie.
Well, I don't know. I don't know, Kitten. I don't know if you actually are managing your own Facebook page, or if you have somebody working it for you.
No, I do it myself when I have time.
Okay.
I didn't have time for about a week because I was in San Francisco doing Teaserama. But, when I'm home, yes, I check in.
Well, I hope it wasn't too forward of me, but what I did is I added you to Vanity's group that she created for the film.
Thank you.
So
I'll check it out then
Please check
when
it out.
I get off the phone. Yeah.
Any progress we're making, we would love for you to critique any of the scenes that we shoot and post on there.
Absolutely, yes.
We would love to hear from
you. If you want to
will be
suggest someone get
kind.
lines.
So yes, so by all means, feel free to check it out, and you'll see Vanity. And when you see Vanity's picture, you'll know that she definitely was in a time warp. She should have been one of Russ Myers' actresses.
Oh God!
Yeah,
but
she-
you know what? It's never too late. She can still be classified as a Russ Meyer girl.
I think so. Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
I want to, you know what I really want to do? I really want to just come hang out with you for a weekend and see how you live and da-da-da, you know, just to get a feel. I just think you're amazing.
Oh, well, if you're ever in L.A., stop by. But I'll give you all that on Facebook.
Yeah, be careful because we will stop by. We're those kind of people.
You already told us you're a good
Okay.
cook, so we're on the way.
Yeah, you already told us
you got
how
a place
good.
to stay. You're our kind of people.
Exactly. I mean, can you imagine spending the weekend with Kitten?
Yeah, it beats the hostel, that's for sure.
Your show, is it like a music show or just a talk show?
Well, it's a talk show, but
Oh, okay, because I've been on some shows that they have music too.
well, we play music because we run out of things to say, and the guys need a cigarette. So you know, if we were more creative.
And if you have any old tops you don't need, throw them this way, girl.
All right, I will.
Oh, Vanity will raid your wardrobe, and you'll never see it again. Well, you'll see it on Facebook. I'll put it that way.
Well, that'll be nice. At least I get to see it on somebody else.
I'll tell you
know.
what. I will make a pitch because the two of you have such similar backgrounds. When I read your bio, I was like, "Oh my God, this reminds me of Vanity," you know, and vice versa. I would pitch, and I don't know how we're going to work this out, but we would love for you to play a role in Vanity's film, possibly as Vanity's mother.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Think about
yeah,
that.
Sure.
Think about that, because you both have similar backgrounds, and you both speak Spanish, and you're
Plenty of lines for a part like that.
What am I going to be saying? Don't be home late for dinner?
well.
Things like that?
I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna rob the bank and tell you I'm on my way to pick you up.
Oh, okay. Okay.
yeah,
Okay, Mia.
She could break you out of an ALF.
Yeah, I think if we rewrite it, it'll be something to the effect of, again, it's that cultural shift where women are trying to gain their independence, and you come from the old school where the man went and worked and the woman stayed home, but at the same time you love your daughter and you can identify with why she did what she did. You don't condone it, but you understand why she did what she did. So you're giving her this unconditional love that a mother would do, but you're also letting her know that, you know, in some sense you are disappointed in her. But you want her to be safe.
I just kind of wish things were different, right?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly, yes.
But you will take the money.
Let
me hold on to that cash while they take you to the game.
Way. Okay.
Yeah, so...
I'm so
She's one that says, "Don't get caught."
Yes, and you won't, right?
No, I think it has...
Sounds like Pancho Villa.
Right.
Pancho Villa.
Pablo Escobar.
See. And you know, we have so much in common. My real name's actually Frankie, and people ask me if my real name's Francesca.
Really?
Does anyone ever?
Wow.
Yeah. Does anyone ever call you Frankie?
Huh?
Does anyone ever call you Frankie for short?
No, they just called me Francesca, Francisca, Kika, Pancha, different things like that.
Oh, they call me Pancha too. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, my kitty's hungry. Shut
Oh,
up.
no.
Uh-oh.
What's the kitten's name?
Wait a minute.
What's that kitty wearing?
Wait. What kitten are we talking about
Yeah.
here?
Do you feed
My
it
little
milk?
pussycat.
Oh, the cat. Okay.
Give the
It's a
pussycat
white
some milk.
Persian.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Vanity, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Just I want to tell her I think she's beautiful and amazing, and it was really cool
And I
talking
bet
to her.
you're beautiful and amazing, and let's be Facebook friends.
You got it, honey. It was so nice talking to you, and thank you again for calling in.
Thank you, and I wish you a lot of love, mijita.
Ay, gracias, mami. Así me gusta.
Okay, bye-bye, babe.
Ciao.
Bye-bye now.
Bye. Bye. So that's it for us?
No.
We're saying goodbye to Vanity.
Unless you want to go.
I've had enough of these
We're
clubs.
having-
Let me out of
We're
here.
having too much fun.
Yeah, if you've had enough of our nonsense, you can hang up any time. So- But no,
You mean I'm going to talk for 3 hours?
Can you? We'd love it. Oh, okay. That's why we got music.
I have a dinner date.
I'm sorry. Okay, well, we don't want to keep you. But all right, so we've already talked about your time with Russ Myers and the making of the films. I also remember at the dawn of the MTV generation, there was a video that was in heavy circulation and heavy rotation with Mitch. I think it was Mitch Ryder.
Yes.
Yes, you appeared in the Mitch Ryder film.
Yeah, was it a film?
No,
or a
video. It was a music video by Mitch Ryder. The song was actually written by Prince, and Mitch Ryder recorded it. And you appeared in that video as well.
God, I love that song. I thought it was really a good song. When You Were Mine, wasn't it?
Yeah, When You Were Mine. It was a pretty good tune. We liked it. So
I loved it. And what happened was they went to where I was dancing for 12 years, headlining on Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood, West Hollywood. And then they just came in and they chose a couple of girls to be in it. And but I had always been a fan of his music anyway.
Yeah, and in your routine, if I'm correct, were you also working with a large champagne glass?
Yes, that's where I did my bathtub show.
Yes, exactly. All right, yes,
I got a lot of movies just by working at the body shop. Producers and directors would come in, and I got a lot of mainstream movies.
Now, is that a gentleman's club?
I didn't even have an agent. And then I just make my own deals.
Yeah. Well, everybody knows who you are, so I don't know if you needed an agent.
Right.
I mean, Kitten is Kitten. I mean, she's an icon, and so you just deal with whatever. I mean, you cut out the middleman and go straight to Kitten. So
yeah, I can talk for myself. Yeah,
absolutely.
Exactly.
Well, you've been in the business long enough. So what are these trade shows? The conventions that you're going to? What are they all about?
Oh, you sign. You get up and personal, like you meet them and they buy your photograph and you autograph it. Then you take a picture with them. They ask you questions. It's kind of nice.
Oh, wonderful. So all right, so you're selling photographs that people can come up with DVDs and you would sign it and things like that.
Yes, and I also sell my DVDs, and it's just wonderful, and I get to meet a lot of new fans and a lot of fans that already knew me and saw me live performing when I used to do the bathtub show, because I used to travel with that show all over the country, too. I've worked very hard and very long, yes.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you've definitely you're no slouch.
Well, it sounds like you're still working.
I mean, I enjoyed it. To tell you the truth, it was like I got up every day because it wasn't work for me. It was like fun time.
Well, like they said, if you enjoy what you're doing, then it isn't work. So.
I mean, if your job is all about sex, then you're a happy camper.
I can imagine. Yes.
Yes. This is why you just hear this song in her voice, don't you?
It's
she's
lilting.
Yeah. So she's so up and vibrant. So that's terrific. And all right, so you're doing the conventions, and I wanted to plug your website too. And let me go ahead and bring that up.
Yes, I'm getting ready to do a clean house and make it better. I bought these old apartment buildings, 100 years old. They have a lot of character, but oh my God, I had to do a lot of remodeling, and I like to be there while they're doing it because. Once they open a wall, sometimes it's got to be, other things done. So you never get what you're hoping for, So I had to always, be hands-on, but it's getting better that I can have freedom to travel again. Things are coming together.
What do you think of the social network revolution of the past few years? How has that enhanced your life or made any impression?
It's enhanced my life that I can communicate with more people, and I've gotten together in more jobs, And it's just marvelous. Look, I wouldn't have known. You wouldn't have known how to get a hold of me.
True, exactly. Yeah, and that's
It's just marvelous.
yeah. I had done an interview with somebody. I believe you know her, Dusty Summers.
Oh God, yes,
Yes.
yes. She's a magician, right?
Yes, yes.
Very good friend of mine. I knew her when she was married to what was his name? He passed on. He was like Artie Brooks, not Artie Brooks, but when I first met her in Vegas. Anyway, I'm going to see her at the Burlesque Hall of Fame. She'll be performing there also.
Yes.
So you're friends with her?
I was friends with her. I don't know how I crossed paths with her on the internet, but I went and read her bio, and I said, this lady's had a life, and I want to talk to her. I mean, she's seen it all.
This was the Burlesque.
Not only that, she's been married more times than Zsa Zsa Gabor.
Right, yeah, exactly,
Wow.
yeah.
That's a lot.
So I always kid with her. I said, hey, when I come out there, because she used to be a pit boss in one of the casinos, she actually published a book on how to win at blackjack. So I said, you and I are going to hit the casinos, and we're going to break some banks. So, I keep telling her that we're going to go out and do some heavy gambling when I get to Vegas. But I interviewed her. She was
right.
well, wishful thinking. Come on, And so she was a really nice woman, a really great guest on the show. And in looking at her profile, I saw that she was friends with you. And I says, wait a second. The problem with the Internet is fans will go and create these pages without anybody else's permission. So I didn't know if it was the real page for Kitten Natividad. And I was like, well, geez, I'm just going to friend her, and I'm going to see if she wants to come on the show, if it's really her. So I appreciate you responding to my email. It was wonderful.
Oh, yes. I like to answer all my calls. I answer everything. I make myself accessible. And if I don't want to, then I decide not to.
Yes. Well, we're glad that you decided to.
We're glad we made the cut.
Yes, we're glad we made the cut.
Yes, me too.
Yes. If anybody wants to go to Kitten's page, I mean, obviously she has a Facebook page, since we're talking about it, and you are listed under Francesca Natividad.
Yes, Francesca Natividad. I have 5,000 already, so I don't know. It's hard to get in to be my my friend, because of that. But every so often somebody leaves, and then I can get somebody else in.
I think once you get to 5,000,
don't
you have to turn over to
somebody, like you said, some fan put up, but I don't really like the picture he used. But that's okay,
No,
I appreciate his effort. Whoever he is.
Wait a minute. What what do you mean the one on your Facebook page? The picture?
No, the picture on the like page, I don't like that picture.
Oh, okay. No, on your page,
but I can't seem to get into change it.
Okay, well, we can definitely try to contact somebody and see how we can get that fixed. But
how nice of you!
if you go to Francesca's page, she's got that fantastic background picture. It's just classic. It's classic. It's her standing up in a convertible. With Russ Myers and his camera, and there's the Hollywood sign in the hills off in the background.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was his backyard. He lived in the Hollywood Hills.
Oh.
The Hollywood sign.
So he didn't have to go far for that picture then.
No, we after dinner we used to take walks over there. It was great.
Oh yeah, it's just a classic photo of the era, and I love it. When you go to that page, it's the first thing you see, and you're like, oh wow, that's Kitten. That's the Kitten that we know and love.
Oh, so then I did good putting that picture. Huh?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And if anybody wants to go to Kitten's her own page, it is Kitten Club, and the club is spelled with a K. KittenClub.com, and that is her own webpage. You will also see on that page you can become a member, and what can they see for their membership? What are they getting?
Oh, well, they get to see a lot of pictures and little things of the films I was in, things like that.
And it also has a listing of your upcoming appearances and things like that as well, so people can keep track that way.
Yes, it does.
Wonderful. Well, listen, I hope it wasn't too forward of me to add you to Vanity's group. But
absolutely not. I love it. She's a beautiful person. I have a feeling she's a tiny woman, but with big tits.
Boobs. What is
She leaves
back
big
and forth
tits.
Spanish to English like that?
You male.
What is the? It's not us. It's the FCC.
It's the federal government.
No,
They like
it's
it.
not your fault. You can't
like 'em
control
fine.
your
PG.
performers.
Well, listen, we don't want to keep you from your dinner date, but we do appreciate the time that you've called in, and we would love to have you on again in the future.
Okay, you let me know. Thank you. All right.
Yes, by all means, and we'll go ahead and post our interview to our page, and we'll post it to your page, your
And
Facebook
love
page.
and thank you to all my fans.
Yes, thanks to all your fans and everybody. The great Kitten Natividad. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a good time. Bye now. Wow, shouldn't she? I told you she was going to be amazing.
I promise you
great
that.
energy. Like she is.
Since I've been here, that's the first round of applause we've given anybody.
Pretty much.
Period.
Pretty much. Yeah.